Ludus, Vulpes.
Welcome to Ludus Vulpes. My name's Kirsty, and today we're here at Tabletop Scotland. I'm with Sam and Scott, and they're showcasing their game Archroma. So, how's the con going for you guys? Is everything going well?
Yeah, going well,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
Had a lot of people coming by the booth, so
Yeah.
we've been pretty happy about that.
That's exciting. It's exciting. And every time we've come by to do a film, you've been really busy. And as you can see, there's play testers here, and yeah, it's been really, really good to see.
We like to think that the colours are luring people in.
Yeah.
Sort of, you
Yeah.
can see it across the room and like, oh, okay.
It's very eye-catching.
Thank
Very
you.
eye-catching. So do you want to give us a little bit of, like, so where was the game born? Like, where was the idea and the inspiration?
So I attended a machine learning summer school.
Okay,
and I
yeah.
heard about mechanism describes a distribution called
Yeah.
the Chinese restaurant process.
Oh, okay.
And they describe the way that this distribution's formed as pulling coins out, or tokens out of a bag.
Yeah,
Sometimes called balls.
Yeah.
And every time you draw a ball out, you put a copy of the same color back in.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, I think there's a game in this. I think
Yeah,
this
yeah.
mechanism could become a game.
Yeah.
It took me quite a few years, like 4 years after that, until I worked out what the game could be.
Yeah.
And then it's been about a year and a half since then, developing
Wow.
Archroma
Yeah.
into the game it is today.
Wow.
And when it came to me, those 4 years had already elapsed. So we already would play games together on programs like Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah.
And one time Scott says, well, I know we had this game in progress, but I'd actually like to play a new game with you. Actually, I made this one. And from that point on, I was
Yeah.
drawn in and hooked, and I've seen the game iterate to the point that it is today, and it's been wonderful to be a part of that.
Very proud moments, I'm sure. So should we have a little look closer in at the game?
Yeah,
The different components that there are?
Yeah, so Archroma, it's a 2 to 6 player light medium weight Eurogame, and the theme is you're a spellcaster. You've just finished your first year in Archromancy. You've learned how to cast magic spells. Now you're sitting your exam, your first year exam.
Ooh.
Hope you don't have exam nerves. And the goal of the game is to score the most points and come top of the class. If you do, you'll win a scholarship position.
Nice.
And so to earn points in the game, you need to cast spells, cast as many spells as you can, cast a variety of spells. And so during the game, you'll be collecting mana of different colors. There's 6 colors of mana: red, yellow, green, cyan, blue, and magenta. They correspond to 6 different schools of magic. Evocation, divination, transposition, abjuration, conjuration, and transmutation. So in the game, you want to collect mana and put it into your cache. Let's say you collected up some blue mana. You've got these mana crystals in your cache. They're now ready to cast as a spell. You can cast these and invoke the cantrip of conjuration, which lets you conjure a new color to go into the game. And when you do that, you'll get some points. There's a couple of different spells that you can cast. You could also cast a spell with red, green, and blue together. And this lets you summon a white mana token, for example. And you're probably wondering, how do I get this mana? Well, where you get it is from the bag, which fits in with that Chinese restaurant process I described before. So let's say you drew a magenta token out of your bag. Then you can decide, I'm going to crystallize this. If you do, get a copy to keep for later. It's going to go into your cache, your spellcasting. Another copy appears, goes into your bag. So now you've got 2 magenta instead of 1 in your bag. And you may find that, of course, you're now going to be drawing magenta more frequently out of your bag. At some point you may decide, I've got too much magenta, I don't want any more magenta, and I'm going to discard it instead of crystallizing it. So every time you draw, that's your choice. Do I crystallize or discard? If you discard, that's your bag management step. But it does mean that you won't be drawing anything from that draw action. To start the game off, we just start with 1 black mana token instead. Black, of course, not being one of the colors of mana. When you draw black, you get to pick any color you want.
So you get to start and move smoothly into your colour magic with an open selection.
An open selection. You get to pick any color you want at the start of the game.
And how do those colours translate to points by the end of the game?
Well, You're going to get points for all the spells that you cast. These cantrips that consist of only 3 of the same colour, they're worth 3 points each. And the larger spell with 1 of, in this case, blue, red, and green is worth 4 points. There's a counterpart spell with cyan, magenta, and yellow, which is also worth 4 points. You get a bonus if you cast both of these once. You get more points for casting the larger spell with all 6 colours in. And then there's a bonus for the number of spells you've cast at least once. So you want to have unique spells. Bonus for the player to cast the most spells of the unary cantrips with just 1 colour in. And that altogether comes to the total score.
Okay.
There's a lot of scoring mechanisms, and it's quite well balanced.
That's quite nice. So what's next for the game?
Well, the moment we're doing some play testing here at the expo. We're hoping to put this to Kickstarter next year with a finished version ready to people to buy.
It's very exciting. It's very exciting. So if people want to follow your journey, where can they find you?
Well, we're on Twitter at Archromancy. That's Archroma, and then ANCY at the end.
Okay, yeah.
And we've got a website which is archromancy.com.
Perfect. That's brilliant. Well, we wish you all the very best with this project, guys.
Thanks, Kirsty.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing how this project persists.
Thank you.
As do we.
Yeah. And we wish you all the very best.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.